and welcome into this video. And today I'm going to show you how to checkmate with only a king, a bishop and a knight versus a king. So here I'm playing against Stockfish level 8 on leeches, and let's see if I can do it. So obviously first I have to bring my king into the center. Okay, let's just keep the opposition so that these kings can see each other like this. Now I have the opposition, so I'm controlling these 3 squares. And now my opponent wants to escape like this, so I have to control the square. So I want to drive this king into one of the corners. Okay, now my opponent wants to go here, so let's control this square. And now I somehow have to control this square, probably, because otherwise it's just going to move like this. Or I can control this one. Okay, let me think. Okay, let's go here. Okay, let's bring the king. This square is controlled. And now I'm making some progress. Okay, don't play king g6 here, because this would be stalemate and the king has no squares to go to. So let me go here, because now this king has the h7 square. And now I have made serious progress, so now the king is in one of the corners. So I would like to have this king in one of these corners, because my bishop is a light squared bishop, and I can only checkmate the opponent's king in one of the light squared corners. So I have to drive this king over here or over here. So first what I have to do, if I want to checkmate this king over there, I have to bring this knight here. And if I want to checkmate this king there, I have to bring this knight here. Okay, let me checkmate this king here. So first, let's control this square. Now this king has the g8 square available. And now I have to bring this knight to f7. So this square is controlled. And the king has to move here, just closer to this corner. So let's go here. Okay, the king has to go here. And now if I just move my bishop, the king is just going to move back to g8. So I have to control this square. And now again, the king has only one move. And you see, making some progress. Now the king is already here, so I only have to push it 5 square, or 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. So first I have to bring a knight to f7. And now you make the W maneuver. So now you go knight e5, control this square, and after they go king d8, you bring your king, and then you off make such a maneuver. And this is why it's called W maneuver. So let's go knight e5. Now if the king moves to f8, let me show this to you. If this king moves to f8, I can check the king, and the king has to go to e8, and then I can play king e6, and the king has to move to d8. So I made some serious progress there. But Stockfish level 8 tries to escape like this, but which is not really a problem. I can just bring my king, and now it looks like as a black king escapes. But here, so you play knight f7, knight e5, and now you play knight d7, taking up this square, which is very important. Now, if I just check the opponent's king, for example, the king wants to go to b5, so that's the only square really which is threatened. So this is everything controlled, and if I only have to control the b5 square, so now then the king would be in a box. So let's play bishop to d3, controlling this square. Again, this king wants to go here if I do nothing. So I have to control the square, for example like this or like this. I can choose basically. Okay, let's go here. This king is again in kind of a box. And now I can actually play king d6, taking up this square. And if black plays king e8, black won't escape because, for example, I can just check him and the square is controlled. So the king has to go here. So now you see I hadn't made really some progress because now I got the king already to d8, and now I just have to make a waiting move. So the black king is kind of in Zugzwang and has to go to c8. And now you again make this maneuver, so this W maneuver, and if king d8, you complete the W maneuver with knight b7 check. And king c6, and this requires control, so black has to go king b8. And now I have several ways to checkmate the black king. So for example, I could play king b6, which I'm going to do. And after king c8, again I have this check. And now again I can make a waiting move. Or, so let's see, where do I have to bring this knight to? So I want to bring this knight to c7, because then, oh wait, I want to bring to c7, let me think. No, I want to bring this knight to a6, like this, because then this knight would control this b8 square, the king has to move to a8, and then this would be checkmate. So let's put this on the board. And he shouldn't go knight a6 because this would be stalemate. So I'm just going to make a waiting move with the bishop. It's important that the square is controlled. And now I can check this king. And now this is the whole point why I had to make all these maneuvers to bring the king here, because my bishop can checkmate this king, so this is checkmate. And that's all you have to know, how to checkmate with a bishop and a knight. So I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. See you in the next video.